It's the largest technology conference for educators in the state of Florida, and we're here at FETC, next on Science Rocks. Welcome to Science Rocks. I'm Laura Spence, and we're here at the 35th Annual Florida Educator Technology Conference, and the big emphasis is STEM. We see it all around the conference. The keynote speaker is Jane McGonigal, the Director of Games Research and Development at the Institute for the Future, and she is a world-renowned designer of alternative reality games.
So what if we could do that in a real learning space? You know, what would that look like? What could be achieved? So I had the opportunity to test this theory with the New York Public Library, who asked if I could help them create a game to celebrate their centennial anniversary.
Obviously, that's not most people.
And so many of the sessions are centered on STEM education. This is the largest education technology conference on the East Coast. More than 9,000 educators, administrators, and technologists are attending from all 50 states and 40 different countries from around the world.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this.
As well as the necessary skills needed to succeed. From excellence,
And the conference showcases the STEM Excellence Awards, featuring the 9 schools selected as finalists for innovation in the fields of STEM education. The Mast Academy in South Florida is a partnership charter school with FIU in the study of maritime science technology. They win first place in the high school division.
I think it's our school, Mast at FIU, is one of the most unique schools in the country, where we have a high school embedded in a university. So what we can offer the student is a high school experience, a rigorous curriculum, along with the rigor and access to one of the top universities in the state.
What are some of your students saying as they're going through your program?
They're amazed. I mean, a big part of this was to make the university tangible to a lot of the kids that would be first-time students going to the university. So I think they're seeing that they can do it. They're amazed by the rigor. They're amazed by the projects. They love going out in the Bay. So it's a unique program and one-of-a-kind opportunity.
You do have a really unique program. We saw the video clip. What are some aspects that you want to highlight about your program?
One of the best opportunities is the collaborations. I'm a journalism teacher. My main specialty is English, of course, but I'm the journalism teacher, and I have these great lectures. I have the opportunity to walk down to the journalism school and speak to professors and have them come in and speak to our students. I get to collaborate with Mr. Roach, who teaches AP Environmental Science, and through the journalism class, we're taking photographs, we're writing stories, and we're not just collaborating within our own school, but with the university itself.
These schools are recognized as being among the top in the country based on their use of interdisciplinary curriculum, collaboration, and problem solving.
So our approach really was to take a STEM idea and connect it across the entire curriculum. So we chose the Omnivore's Dilemma book by Michael Fullen, and we split it out. The literacy teachers, social studies teachers, science teachers, and math teachers all took a component of it. And then in addition to that, we also brought in our music teacher and our art teacher. So we really put an A into the STEM and really are doing a STEAM approach. Yep.
How do you collaborate as all different disciplines to make STEAM happen for your school?
We got a week this summer to plan together as the whole entire 6th grade. And we meet once a month, and we work together every Tuesday as a data team to plan our curriculum to make sure it's interdisciplinary.
And what makes your program so unique? It stood out to many of us here, but for viewers that aren't here.
I think our ability to work together, and we're all on the same page and are excited about it.
All right, well, good afternoon. My name is Tom Novotny, and I'm the principal at Lincoln Intermediate School out of Mason City, Iowa.
And after the awards program, all 10 finalists give a presentation about their STEM programs at the FETC Exhibit Hall Demo Classroom.
Learning environment for that group of kids.
You know, there has to be a certain level of fun factor that's involved in what we do with children today, and this is right down their alley. A lot of times we just use technology to replace things. We use it to replace textbooks, use it to replace overhead projectors, document cameras. This is a real opportunity for students to leverage their technology in ways that have never happened before.
And while we are in the exhibit hall, we are bombarded with the many different new technologies and devices that showcase innovation in the classroom. More than 500 different companies in all, including Pitsco, a market innovator in robotics, and a product we use in our after-school STEM academies. Clayton, why is it so important for Pitsco to be here during the FETC conference?
Got it. Well, Pitsco, we're all about STEM education, hands-on, minds-on, so anything you see within this booth, whether it be Tetrix Prime, 3D printing, solar cars, anything in this booth, we love engaging kids with their hands to turn on their minds, so that's why we're here.
In Pinellas County, we have over 152 STEM academies, and we're using a lot of your products. When you're developing products for this company, what do you keep in the forefront in product development?
Got it. Well, that's a very good question. We engage teachers to actually help us develop products. Hey, what are you seeing in the classrooms that's working? How do we incorporate that into proprietary products that we build and actually manufacture in our own building? So getting news from the field, i.e. kids, that's very important to us.
And so we have a lot of things that we're looking at behind you. Do you want to talk about one in particular?
Well, this guy right here, he's not turned on, he's getting a little bit of a charge. But this is Mr. Robot. He has actually traveled with Sam I Am of the Black Eyed Peas, met Ryan Seacrest, been all over the world. This guy comes assembled, or you can have your kids assemble this as a build. So again, engaging kids to understand engineering. You'll see this guy throughout the show. He'll light up and start shaking hands here after a while. So, Mr. Robot.
It's interfacing with the NXT.
That is correct. Yep.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yep. Well, you can actually program him to do certain tasks, so to speak. We have seen some teachers actually put an iPad up here and FaceTime behind a screen. So like if you're giving a presentation, the principal or superintendent can actually address a student body with his face on the iPad as he's FaceTiming. So this thing is very versatile, but yeah, you can actually program it to do specific things as well.
And later in the conference, I attend a Pitsco workshop that shows us the ins and outs of their new Tetrix Prime robot, which we roll out at our STEM Parent Nights in March. We had all kinds of fun putting them together and then sending them loose on the test track. Alan, explain to us, why is the Tetrix such a great component for elementary and middle school students?
Sure. Tetrix Prime was really designed around meeting standards in the early elementary, late elementary, and middle school. It's easy and intuitive to build with. It's nearly toolless and makes it very popular in the classroom.
What are some of the problems that students can encounter when building that's great for them to problem solve out of?
As you saw when you were building your set, the servo connections, the small screws for the servo horns, but those things can be alleviated by pre-installing the servo horns, and the wiring is great for them to troubleshoot and solve to figure out how they want their controller to work.
We have a lot of after-school STEM academies, but here in your session you have virtual teachers, you have robotics teachers. Why is this a great product for educators?
It's a great project for educators because it meets standards with the activities that they do. Robotics encompasses all areas of STEM, another popular product idea. Probably the best part about robotics, though, is the student engagement. They really enjoy robotics, they get hands-on with it, and they learn a lot of concepts with it.
With the East Coast's largest educational technology conference in our own backyard, it's a great opportunity for Pinellas County educators to get involved. In the exhibit hall, we find the district's digital learning director, Pat Lusher, checking out some of the newest technology.
But also, I could get you a table, you know, to let you guys play around with and make sure it works.
Well, I've got the table, but I'm just kind of interested in the stand.
And some of our teachers and administrators. So we're here with Pinellas County finalists attending the FETC conference, and we have a principal and 2 of her teachers. Why did you decide to come as a group of 3?
Well, we really believe that the future is going to be around technology, and STEM is a huge, huge part of it. So I brought my STEM Academy facilitator and our Technology coordinator to see what's the latest and greatest to bring back to our kids.
I know you just started to walk through the exhibit hall. What are some of the things that kind of caught your attention that could support you with the STEM academies?
Well, the Pasco lab was here, so that's great because that's what we're using right now in our STEM classrooms, and just a lot of extra technology in regards to what we're doing in the computers and adding additional support.
And you were mentioning that you might be interested in becoming a STEM Academy facilitator. Why would you be interested?
Because it's a kinesthetic learning, and a lot of kids learn and get excited about that. So I want to join on.
And we run into Clearwater High Principal Keith Masterides getting ready for a presentation on technology and personalized learning that he implements at his school through Pinellas Innovates.
3 things that we've done in the last few years that have had a huge impact on our campus. One of which has moved to a wall-to-wall academy model with industry certification.
It's really exciting. As you know, personalized learning has really taken off in Pinellas County with Pinellas Innovates, and we've had the opportunity to work with them quite a bit, pretty extensively, and we're partnering with them today. So it's all about personalized learning and bringing your own technology. As you know, Clearwater High School several years ago, we used the Kindles. We were first ones in the nation, and from that we moved into bring your own technology, where the kids are bringing their devices, and we've got materials that they can access on there. So we're really talking about our travel, our history to get to where we are today, and how we're personalizing the technology and the usage for the students' needs. It's not about necessarily a device, but what kind of projects, what we're using them for, and personalizing it for the individual needs of the classroom and the student.
Well, we've seen so much and we've learned so much here at the conference, and now we're ready to take it back to the teachers and students of Pinellas County.